Hey, hi. I haven't recorded summary of my review on my progress on web development, but now I have completed 3 or 4 sections of the course I'm taking. The reason why I haven't recorded is because it's more on JavaScript, and I pretty much have a good foundation of JavaScript. I've been using it in automating stuff in my previous work and for some hobbies as well. But just to complete the video and for me to refresh, I would discuss 3 sections that is related to JavaScript. The first one, section 9, is Introduction to JavaScript. Well, JavaScript is the language that powers the web. So JavaScript ES is ECMAScript, also known as ECMAScript. So we just discussed in the lesson about um, the basics, alert, for example. Let's go to the inspect and let's go ahead and go to the console. So the first thing that was discussed to us is just prompting the alert. So with JavaScript, I can do that in my browser. So I can say hello. So it will be alert. The other one is the prompt. Prompt asks for anything. Give me anything. So what happens, it gives an alert and gives a text box that you could input anything. So you are allowed as a user to give an input, then you can assign that input, that prompt, to a variable. So a variable was also discussed. So a variable is anything that you assign so that its use is so that you can store any value that you need for manipulating data or doing something for your project. So I could assign var to any valid variable and then prompt enter anything. So that when I enter any value to the prompt, it will be stored to in hello. Then when I call the variable, access the variable, it will say hello. So that's it. That's the basic that was discussed. And then what else? Data types. So data types of a variable, um, those will be anything like any other programming language. Data type can be an integer, can be a string, can be Boolean. Those are the basics. So it's just a type. It literally a type of data, the data types. Um, what else? Naming convention, depending on the team that you're on or a company, but I believe the most common naming convention, I mean naming style is the camel case. So if I want to create my variable, my alert, uh, prompt, it, that's how you assign variables. My alert prompt is equal to prompt camel case, meaning starting from the lowercase on the first quote unquote word, then uppercase on the next word. And it's also advised that You should make your variables somewhat intuitive in a way that it can be understood by another developer. So in this case, I'm assigning a prompt to my other prompt that will be understandable. For example, var first name, you understand that I'm assigning something, my name, to a first name. So those are variables and the naming conventions. All right. What else? Let's make it faster. So it was also discussed the string manipulation. Example, I could manipulate strings. I want to concatenate, meaning merge or join first name plus another, we call this another name, my surname. You can do this by plus sign. You're adding strings. You can also do that to add numbers, a string, but the result will be a string. That's concatenation. Another way is concat, yeah, concat, and then you provide the spacing or the separator that you want, then place the text that you want. You concatenate. Oops, sorry. That's two ways. Um, I believe there's another way, but this is already useful for me. Length, first name. Okay, I could get the length of that result. Yeah, that's the length. The slice, um, say slice start. I just want JM and the space in J. So I start from array of the string 0 until 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I have JM space J. So that is the slice. Um, One more thing discuss is the math operators, math operations. So 1 plus 1, 1 plus 1 is 2, that's addition, subtraction 0, multiplication and division. So that's basic math operators. There are other math functions using math that something. It can be easily Googled. And what else? Arithmetic, there's also modulo. It's actually not modulo here, it's just a remainder. It's a remainder function. And what else? Functions. Functions are um, anything. It's like a small program that you group together in a meaningful way so that you can call it anytime you need to. For example, function add, and then function name, and then operations inside. Ano, say hello, for example, to make it simple. Then console.log hello, hello, like that. And I created a say hello function. There are other ways to create a function. You could add some inputs. Let's clear this first. Where is the first? Oops. Yeah, there. So you could also create a function that accepts an input function add, and then ask for two variables, and then you can return the sum a plus b plus b. Then when I call this, add input 1 plus 2, 1 plus 3 equals 4. So that's how you create a function that accepts inputs and provides output. Um, there are other ways to use a function. There are functions that accept another function, but that is discussed in other lessons. There are functions that are unnamed. It's literally just um, a named function, anonymous function. Usually those are the functions that will be used only one time, that will be used for as input for higher order functions, and it will be used as a callback function. Um, Higher order function is a function that accepts a function um, that has a child function that um, accepts the input of that higher order function and manipulates it, then returns it back to the higher order function to use it to return to the caller. So it's like the higher order function calls another function, then that um, callback function will do something and then either return it to something else, do something else, or returns an output, then the output will be used by the higher order. Um, okay, so that's it for section 9. Um, okay, since it took me 15 minutes, I'll cut this short and start another one for section 10, intermediate. Then on pause.